Just saying, it's so fitting that I'm getting this ready just in time for Fire and Leaf Green to release on the Switch. This is such a nice one to have. I cannot wait to not say that anymore once I go over to the Sevii Islands, potentially. With how extensive the islands are, especially in the post-game, they honestly warrant their own video by themselves. I am a man of my word, I promise! So clearly, if you're new here, this is actually a continuation of a video I uploaded last year where I completed an old school style map quest in Fire and Leaf Green. To be more specific though, I only did the actual region of Kanto, and if you didn't know, these remakes of Red and Green introduced the Sevii Islands, an area filled with mons from the Johto region and by extension is not part of Kanto. A surprising amount of people don't even know these islands exist, so this continuation is to partially enlighten people of the cool Pokémon that can be found here. It's a completely different vibe from what Kanto has to offer, being more tropical and mountainous. Naturally, to truly say I've done everything I can through these games, I have to finish up these islands too as a separate video. If you have watched that last map quest video, you already know what the premise of the challenge is, but just in case you're new, I'll try to be brief. The goal of a map quest is to get a shiny in every possible area that has either wild, static, or gift Pokémon. Each confirmed completed area is defined by the Met location the shiny Pokémon has in its summary. You can technically get shinies in Met locations where there are no actual Pokémon to find thanks to hatching eggs in these areas, but I don't personally want to count that because they weren't obtained in those areas naturally. Gifted eggs, however, do count as long as they're hatched in the area you got it. Now that we got that cleared out, Kanto had 46 required shinies for me to find. So how many am I required to get in the Sevii Islands? 33? A lot less actually. There's technically more areas if you include Naval Rock and Birth Island, but not only do I already have a video where I hunted Ho-Oh and Lugia, I also don't think it's fair to count areas only available through events since not everyone will have access to them. With what I can hunt, there's not much variable encounter speeds for the hunts, so consistency should be easy. Is what would have been the case if I didn't get heavily distracted by other games this year. Monster Hunter Wilds, Clair Obscure Expedition 33, Octopath Traveler 0, and obviously Pokemon Legends ZA and his Mega Dimensions DLC. I even did a quest in ZA to fill the time between videos, which I can't even say is complete now because my dumb of ass forgot to include the damn Houndour reaction. Anyways, here's the Houndour reaction so I can ease my mind. I mean, you never know if you'll suddenly shiny Houndour. The plan works! The plan works! And it should be an easy capture. Sweet! Look at the little girl. Look at Poppy. She is... Hey, we're back on the theme of bad natures for all my megas. Would you look at that? Alright, we had 33 required shinies to find for this, so it's time to get a move on and showcase the 39 shinies I found. No, you did not mishear that. Like before, I asked my friends to pick the areas they wanted to name a shiny for, and this time I have every area claimed by someone, and several new nicknamers too. While the format of this video is basically the same as last time, I can't go through any story points because I had to go through them all in order to enter Cerulean Cave back in Kanto. So I won't interrupt the reactions quite as often unless it's for special reasons this time around. I would just like to mention the first find for this quest was technically found as early as November 2024. I already teased it back then, so now you can enjoy the full reaction on my old microphone. Oh! Shit! Hey! That didn't take long at all! I already got shiny Hypno, and it's on Fire Red! This game was... I'm pretty sure this game actually just passed on, No, it did not actually, it was actually very close to, but it didn't. This is the very start of the Sevii portion, so... Technically, this is not a map quest shiny, it's a map quest shiny part 2. Okay, so that was an easy capture. I was thinking it was gonna be a lot harder, actually, because Hypno doesn't really have that... It doesn't have the highest catch rate, but it's all fine, I guess. So, the name for this thing is given to me by Chifondu. I I still think that's how I pronounce the name, but yeah, MJ wanted me to name this thing. They wanted me to name it Zenyatta. Oh, that was so scary. Thank you. Lascelles came to pick some berries. You can have this. I am not able to showcase this thing until I'm out of the Sevii Islands because the PC here doesn't work, so I'll see you in a moment. So, this lovely beauty is my nature! I was a little bit cautious in attacking it with special attacks because I know it has a good special attack stack, but I guess I didn't have to worry too much if it was going to have that nature, but hey! So we have a regular Coughing and shiny Hypno. I'm happy to have this now because I wasn't able to get the Drowsy while I was in Route 11. I might go back for that at some point in the future, but for now, I'm happy to have the Hypno from Berry Forest, so... But yeah, that's the first Sevii Island shiny, so I'll see you with the next one. This is where the quest fully began, and I start off with my favorite method, fishing! I was kinda surprised by the amount of fishing hunts I have to do for the unique targets if I wanted to avoid constant tentacruel. It's thankfully the easiest to fish here than in any other game, but man do I not like the inconsistent speed of the encounters. At least I can say I'm probably one of the very few people to actually own a shiny Pokemon with the one island met location.
I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, in Shadow.
Oh yeah, I'm fighting with Shadow. No, I'm fighting using Shadow's account.
What the fuck?
I know, right? Crazy. He's also gonna pull a 20-packer.
Shiny Gyarados!
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
I think I reacted the same way to that Gyarados as I did getting the first one.
You managed to predict that.
Yeah, I'm actually so annoyed that this is how we're starting off, because this was my one and only chance to try to get Staryu or Shieldar. And here I just get another Gyarados. I have 4 this line now. I got 2 Magikarps and 2 Gyaradoses now. Okay, got it. It was not as hard as I thought it was gonna be, but there we go. The nickname set for this Gyarados is given to me by Kyoshipu. I recently started talking to him again, so yeah. I thought he deserved to actually have one of these. So he said that the name was going to be Swim Shady. And here we got Swim Shady. Has Intimidate, they always do. I do think this is my first female Gyarados though, because I think the first one I got was Riptide. I think that one was male. Your nature? It's docile. It's neutral, so it's kind of whatever, but we gotta take those. We got a regular Shelter for comparison, and shiny Gyarados. Nothing too special to me, but it's here, so... But yeah, that's map core shiny number 2 for the Sevii Islands, so I'll see you with number 3. I figured that would look different. I thought it was looking a little bit different. I hope I wasn't muttering to myself again, but that's a shiny Persian. And do you know what the really cool thing about this? It's a 5%. I'm already getting a 5% this early on. Hello? That's very cool. I would really want this thing in the Premier Ball, please. That would be so nice. Please. Oh, beautiful. I get to have a Persian in that ball. Okay. It's actually so fitting with who gets to name this. I wasn't called with him briefly, just so I could try to get a name, but it's a returning fella to name something. It's actually my good friend Tempest. Oh yeah, Persian for this game, I guess, but yeah, Tempest happens to have a cat sewn up. That's his, that is the, well, the animal that he is, so it's very fitting that I happen to find a cat, so I told him to give me a name when he could, so hopefully I'll have that in just a moment. So, yeah, just give me a moment. Okay, I have the name. He's giving me the name. The name is actually very cute, so I'm loving it. I have no idea what this is referencing, but he told me that the name is gonna be Yana. I'll probably have to look up what that reference is later, but yeah. Thank you so much, Tempest. There we got the sleeping Yana. Okay, actually, it does have Limber, so I cannot be paralyzed. I forget if it's in Gen 5 where I finally got another ability. Or maybe 4. I genuinely forget. I think this one gets Technician, but... I mean, it's not really that good of a Pokemon, but... I am a huge Persian fan, so even though it's my my second one in this game, I don't even mind. I could just have one in Generation 4 or something. And it's impish. That's... well, I mean, it's a nature for it, I guess. It kind of likes to run a mix, but it typically is a physical attacker, so I guess it works out. We got a regular Tangela to showcase. This was one of the bigger targets here. And Shiny Persian. I love the pink highlights on that. I never got to really see that on the capture card, because when I got my first one years ago, I didn't have a capture card. So, but yeah, those highlights are gorgeous! But yeah, that is Shiny number 3 for the Sevii Islands portion of this, and it's also... I haven't even looked around, but this might be one of the first, or like very, very few Shinies found at Treasure Beach as well, because why would you hunt here if you want a Tangela? Why not just go below Pallet Town? But yeah, I'll see you with the next area, which is probably gonna be Kindle Road, so yeah, until then. Oh! Oh, hold on, let me pause again. I was going through a video editing thing. I was actually getting something ready for repo for a friend of mine. And I look at the screen, I just heard the sparkles very subtly. So I could have actually very closely missed that. But guess, that's a second 5% in a row. It's a Slowpoke! Someone actually guessed I was gonna get that too. That's kinda raw. I was hoping for Ponyta, but Slowpoke is cool. Yeah, I don't get what's up with this game's giving me 5% now. It's also Leaf Green again, so like, Leaf Green's giving me 2 5% in a row. Easy catch. Love to see it. So I do have a nickname ready for this guy. It's actually Moonumbreon, my good friend Caitlin, who gets to name this thing. She was hoping for Kindle Road for the sake of the horses. So, it be what it be, but she did have a name ready for Slowpoke. For this one, she wanted to name it Loaf. So, Loaf it is. There we go. He's got on tempo. I forget if he can have different abilities in this gen. I do know people like to use this Mover Generator because that's like... well, that's Slowbro's thing. But let's see, your nature is Hardy, which is neutral. I'll take that for you. That means I'm very flexible what I can evolve you into. Oh wow, so we got the regular 5% Slowpoke to compare. And Shiny Slowpoke. That's really cool to get, but I'm really hoping to get Ponyta once I move up to Mount Ember, so let's hope for that. But yeah, that's Mapcore Shiny number 4. So I'll see you with number 5 when I get there. We're never using this. Shiny Fearow! Ah, damn it. Okay, yeah, we're in the middle of watching the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation, so it's unfortunate that it's a Fearow I got through that, but can't really help it at this point. Also, the birds are very active, I'm really sorry about that. Okay, that was easy. At the very least, it's nice to know that I'm done with one island. So the person I got to nickname this Fearow, or anything that I happen to find here, it's a fellow friend of mine, Ludicolo, who I met in Stephanie's stream a while back, so this is the name that he had set for it. It was specifically after an emote. So everything here is just gonna be called Buh. There's the Fearow. It is honestly cool to see Fearow shine for the first time, but I know for a fact I'm gonna get tired of these in the Sevii Islands. They are everywhere. Anyways, your nature is modest. You're not even a good nature. Wait, you have an item. You have a 5% Sharpbeak. That's kinda cool. Regular Ponyta, which is what I was really hoping to find. And Shiny Fearow. It's upsetting to get this one, but I really shouldn't be complaining too much. I'm just going to get a shiny and then leave, but I am coming back here for Ponyta at some point. But yeah, that's shiny number 5. I'll see you with shiny number 6, which is probably going to be on 2 Island. Oh, hello. I was going for music while I was going for all this. I was actually looking directly at that time. And I also got Firo earlier today, so I'm already done in Cape Brink. This thing is so low level, do I even need to super fang it? Easy catch. I'm so glad Fire Red actually got something, because it's so weird that Leaf Green was on the streak of all games. So the name for this thing is given to me by another returnee. It's my lovely friend Belle. I forget her username right off the bat. It was Transfenican and then it was Transbrexon. It can be... I knew her as a Heckin' Blossom at first, but yeah. The name that she set for this thing was, just like last time, it's a Pokemon's name, so... His name is going to be Glaceon. There you go. You have Damp. I forget if that was the one I got in the Kanto map quest had as well. It feels weird saying Kanto map quest when this is... Yep, it's a different thing. But yeah, Glaceon's here. Yeah, the Glaceon's nature happens to be quirky, which is pretty cute. We got a regular Psyduck for comparison. And we got a shiny Psyduck once again. Honestly, my game's a bit on fire as of late. Only one shiny overrods. And it was only a cumulative overrods. Like, separately, neither game has gone overrods yet. So, we're on a roll streak. This is shiny number 6. So we're on to number 7 already, so I'll see you at Bond Bridge. Åh nej, helvete alltså! That's a second Psyduck in a row, actually, and it's a 5%. Okay, a little bit annoyed at the Psyduck, especially after almost 15,000. But I'm also in the middle of a TCG match, so like, give me a moment. Still no problem to catch. Even though I didn't really want Oddish in this area, I was partially hoping for it because the person naming this is a fellow Norwegian shiny hunter known as Cabbage61. Mange takk skal du ha for navnet forresten. So the name that he had set for Psyduck was just gonna be plain and simple Duck. And here we got the little damn duck. This is the second time I had to check one of these in just a matter of a couple of days. But yeah, this thing is a docile nature. I think every single one of my Psyducks have been neutral, but it's kind of funny. We got a regular Pidgey, and yet another shiny Psyduck. This is a really good shiny, so I'm not too mad about it. It's just the fact that I would like to get something I actually want. On Fire Red, it was only a 5% chance, granted, but at least next area is guaranteed because we're finally gonna see a Jodamon, so I'll see you at 3 Isle Port. Can I be real with you? Dunsparce sucks! The Pokemon does actually suck, but I've always loved the Silly Goober. And talking more about the area, you find it at. It's the only encounter in 3 Isle Port. Fine enough. And it's locked away to post-game because the miner here needs to dig through this cave to give you access. Also, easy enough. So why does this area encounter rate suck? By putting a ROM of the game in the map editor, we found out the base encounter rate is 2, which is way lower than even caves. It's the only time this ever happens in all of Gen 3, so me and my friends speculated to have been an oversight. Like, they placed Dunsparce here last minute or something. It's almost half the amount I do in my usual hunting sessions, and to top it off, it took me over double odds to show itself. At least it's my first actual Johto find of the quest. Oh, that's... Okay. I was looking at it as I was passing through, so like I was actually very much paying attention. I was actually watching, some No More Heroes shit, which is, it's been forever since I watched the game, but yeah, Shiny Dunsparce. It's kind of weird, because like, who the hell decided that this area was gonna have a less than 1% encounter rate overall? It's the only area in all of Generation 3 that's like this. The caves and water areas have more than this. Took a couple balls, but it wasn't too bad to catch. But hey, now I have a Generation 3 Shiny Dunsparce, and the first Jodamon of the quest! Which, like, I mean, it's not really surprising it took this bit, because the Jodamons are usually around, like, Island 4 to 7. The nickname for this lovely Dunsparce is provided by Wishmaker Jirachi, which I forget if they have YouTube. I do know they stream a good amount on Twitch, so I guess that'll be the plug, but still. Dunsparce moment. Thank you so much, Rachi, because the name that they decided is based off one of their emotes being of a Pepe Dunsparce, so it kind of just had to be this. And here we got Shiny Dunsparce. It does have the runaway ability, goddammit. I was hoping that it'll have Serene Grace because it will work a little bit better in Bad Revolution, but it'll be what it be, I'll make it work somehow. It's not a good Pokemon to begin with, but I just really like to make them work. It's bashful, so it's neutral. I'm on a neutral nature run at this point, would you look at that? But yeah, the overall encounter rate here is just 1% compared to every other grass having 8%. So like, using White Flute and Illuminate only gets it up to like roughly 2.5%. This is a regular Dunsparce, I think also the most common slot because it's level 15. I got one of the rare slots because it's level 30! Shiny Dunsparce! So we take those! But yeah, that is Shiny number 8 for the map quest, so I'll see you onto the proper Generation 2 segments of the Sevii Islands. So I'll see you with 4 Island. Oh! Hey, I was looking at that. It's like very, very late into the recording. I'm not even meant to be hunting at this hour. I just wanted to finish off the session even though it's basically almost 5. But I got Shiny Wooper! On Fire Red! It's been a while since I got the map quest shiny, so it's just nice to see. It has nothing that can kill itself, so I really will be fine. Please? Easy as that. Wonderful. Oh, we're getting Generation 2 shinies in this now. This is awesome! The name for this thing is actually fittingly coming from a longtime friend of mine. She got to name the Bulbasaur in the first part of this map quest, and now she gets to name this Wooper, which is also something that she's very synonymous with. It's Detective Mocha, my very good friend Stephanie. And the name that she had set specifically for a male Wooper was going to be Shy Guy. There needs to be a space here. And here we got a little Shy Guy. It's a daft little fella. I forget if I can have any other ability in Generation 3, but I cannot wait to see how this is gonna look like as a Quagsire. But your nature is mild. That, I mean, it works for the water type, but it's not really a... It's kind of like a man nature for this thing in particular in this game, so we'll take it. Surfing encounters are still kinda slow, but at least they're faster thanks to White Flute this time around. So, we got a regular Psyduck, and Shiny Wooper. That is kind of a weird backspray. I did not expect them to be pointed up that high. Okay. Well, this is probably going to be the only time I'll even get a chance to get a Wooper in this, but hey, that's map for Shiny number 9. I'll see you with number 10. Oh! Hello! Okay, I saw that at the side of my, at the corner of my eye. I'm in the middle of doing island tours in Animal Crossing. I thought it looked blue. That's a shiny Swinub. Finally! Leaf Green got something. Okay, the thing is, I really want to finish this island tour, so like, give me a moment. I just have to say, it's been such a long time since this Leaf Green has gotten a shiny again, because it's one of my unluckiest files right now. And this is now the 4th time during the combined map quest of the part 1 and part 2 that it has cracked my top 10 longest hunts by single system. It's actually insane. Perfect. I have no idea if I want to evolve this thing ever, so that's why I thought I might as well get a ball that could suit both. So the nickname I got for this thing, I cannot believe that I didn't get the name from him before. During part 1, despite the fact that I literally credited him for part of the idea. 75 Eat Led is the one who got the nickname, the Swinub. And he decided that for any name for any of the ice types I got here, they would be called Demeter. And the lovely little lass. Oh, she's oblivious. Oh, that is honestly such a nice bluish green. It's only really this color in this game, because going upwards it becomes more green, but yeah, I've been wanting to have one of these in this game for a while because it's super common to hunt. Like, it's 50% here. And you are quirky. That is a neutral nature, so that works for you. And they have an Asperberry. That is a 50% item, I'm pretty sure. We got a regular seal, not quite to comparison. And shiny Swinub! That is so blue. Oh, I cannot wait to see how this thing looks evolved in this game. But yeah, that's shiny number 10 for this map quest, part 2. So, I'll now see you on 5 Island. Oh. Okay, I was drinking a soda, so like that's why my reaction was a bit weird, but I literally just ended stream. Because like I was streaming before I found this, like, and now I have a shiny story. That's the thing I wanted to find the most. Very happy about that. This has been one of the things I've wanted the most throughout the entirety of the whole map quest ordeal, because this thing is so pretty in this game, and I am a story enjoyer, so I am so happy about this. Easy catch! Hell yes! So the person that gets to nickname this Staryu right here is a returning one again. It's Gus the Ghost, who got to nickname my Poliwag back then. It's so funny he gets to actually nickname another fishing shiny. But yeah, the name that he had set for any Staryu I would find was going to... Let me double check myself. Just to be 100% sure, please. Yes, he wanted me to name it Polaris. There we go. It has Illuminate, so realistically I can use this as the new Illuminator on this file if I really want to. It'd be kinda cool. Now, your nature is quiet. That's like very good, but also bad. Because like it raises the special attack, which is good, but it also lowers speed, because you kinda need that on this thing too. But hey, I'll make it work anyways, because it's so cool to just have. You also have an item, I didn't see what it was. Stardust. I'm pretty sure that is 50%. We got a regular Staryu for comparison. Shiny Staryu! Oh, I've been wanting to have one of these for so long, but it's not that easy to hunt. It's exclusively green, so I'm happy to have it here. But yeah, that's map quest shiny number 11 for the second half, so I'll see you for number 12 when I go to 5 Isle Meadow. Time is short. Let's wrap this battle up. Shiny Pidgey. I saw that. Lol, 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 lol. I really don't want to have to bother with this, but I guess it was about time I was gonna find another Pidgey on these islands, and like, I'm guaranteed to hop up anyways later, but... Hey, I got another shiny to catch. Wait, this thing has Whirlwind. Taunt? Hey, I was about to use Whirlwind. Not really! I forget how many I have now. I'm not having Discord audio, shit. I don't have a Discord audio in this set. Well, I called it. It's no biggie. Well, it is Hunter that got to name it, so... At least, like, shout out to Hunter, to Shiny Hunter. He finally got his Shiny Mischievous, by the way.
Congratulations.
Damn right. Now, this Pidgey is going to be called, by his request, Skippy. Here's yet another Pidgey. I want to say it's Pidgey number 6 or like 7. I forget. But it's a Rash Nature, which I think I've even gotten a Rash Nature Pidgey as well. I just thought a Pidgey Nature bingo at this point. We got a regular Centered, which is what I was hoping to find. And Shiny Pidgey. It's not that exciting. It is still the first one for this part of the map quest, but still. I want to say it's Memorial Pillar next, but I'll see you with that. I don't need the old me anymore. I change. I'll show you I can change again. Shiny Hoppip!
Any
Already?
Already?
Yeah, that's 500 exactly!
Oh wow.
That was my first
2 in 1
session
day.
doing this!
2 in 1 night.
2 in 2 hours! Please. Please. please.
Got it.
So the person that got the nickname for this thing is a returnee known as my friend Fungi. And I got the name for this thing an hour ago. He wanted me to name this thing Unapalta or Unapaita? I do not know how you're meant to really say this. There she is, Unapalta. Avocado. She's got chlorophyll, she's gonna be a speedy gal, and her nature is relaxed. She's not gonna be a speedy gal, I am so sorry. So I got a regular Hoppip for comparison. And here's another Hoppip, which honestly, I think the backstory looks kind of weird with how the leaves are set up, but... I mean, it's a Hoppip, I'm gonna have a jump up whenever I decide to evolve this thing, so... That's shiny map quest, yeah, that's map quest shiny number 13, suddenly. I never even said 12 last time, so I'm on to number 14 next. I don't even know what area's next, I'll have to take a look. Remember what I said about gift eggs earlier? This is where it becomes relevant! If you have a Pokemon of a max happiness in your party and talk to this old man in the water labyrinth, he will give you a Togepi egg. At this point in the series, Togepi is an incredibly elusive Pokemon, and if you don't count Pokemon Coliseum or XD, this is the only way to get Togepi in Generation 3. I naturally decided this will be my target for this area. The problem? They take 5 to 6 minutes to hatch! And due to my encounter area rule set, I have to hatch it right here on this little islet. I'm familiar to full outside hunts, and I know they can be dreadful to think about, even with Togepi who has a lower hatching step count than most other Pokemon. So believe me, I am very thankful here.
Exactly.
I did not read a single thing that was on the screen, goddammit. But how many was I actually able to catch? Excuse me. God, it's such a good theme. Shiny Togepi!
Are you serious? Are you serious?
What?
Yes, that is it! Hold on!
Hold on, change your screen.
Oh, oops, fuck, I pressed A.
Pause
you're
the
not
damn
streaming.
video. Pause this damn video. I want to see it.
I already pressed A on accident, so I don't even get to see it properly, but like, I'll still say... Hold on, that was only 390. That was the very end of the session I was doing. We get to see both of them here.
Oh my god.
Jesus!
Oh my god.
He's a gentle baby. I need to go and rename him. Cause like, oh, it's on Leaf Green, so the game is a little bit longer, but like, still, that is Leaf Green's shortest on, like, throughout both sides of the map quest at this point. And it is the new shortest for the quest overall, for, well, this side. It doesn't beat the first one, because for that it needs to be Diglett. Now I can actually name this thing properly, because I accidentally just, like, pressed the button on my controller while I was moving it over to my table. So, it's Alphine Evans that's able to name this thing. They really like Togepi, so... But since they're in call with me right now, actually, would you like to live name it?
I have the chance to be trick-housed. Do I think it?
Oh my god.
Just tell him. I already know what name he told me, but tell me.
The name that I chose for this is Starstone. The female one would have been Stardrop.
Yeah. So, regular tentacle for comparison, and here we got Starstone. You still cannot tell this thing is shiny in this game, unfortunately. It's gonna look better on Togetic. So, we have that. I can't wait to see the stats on this thing, actually.
And now you're also unique in having Togepi.
True, in a little sheet I am unique for that. Also, Evans is the one who made that animated sprite that they used for this thing, because since it's a special Pokemon for him, we thought it may as well like go a little bit out with this. I got a tender for TCG Pocket in return. It was a dog shit one, but...
We did not have to mention that one. I did not do this for the money. The money came to me. I just walked towards the light.
Anyways, we're going to Resort Gorgeous next, so I'll see you there. Ooh, hello. Okay, I was actually... Hold on. Okay, can I put this on again? There we go. Okay, let me do this just so I can get the encounter set in. That's a shiny Remoraid! Already! And also, that's the ideal thing to find here. Easy catch. We take those. Once again, with the name on this thing, we got a returnee known as SH Noria, my very good friend Casey. And this time she actually does have a name for the Pokemon right up at. She did not forget it this time. For Remoraid, she got the name... Okay, it's actually all caps as well. Because of how the cry sounds like, she wants me to call it Eep Eep. So, we got Eep Eep. I honestly love it. Hello, little bouncy thing. It got Hustle. I forget what the ability... Actually, no, I don't think it can get another ability until like Gen 4 or something. I'm not 100% sure about that, but still. We got Eep Eep. I got it in a luxury ball because I feel like that's the best, like, depending on like what it decide to evolve it into. It's all gonna come down to the nature. It's docile, so it can really be whatever, so... If I can happen to get another one, then that'll settle that, I guess. Perfect! We get a regular Remoraid for comparison. And shiny Eep Eep. I've never actually seen this thing's back sprite in this game before. That's actually very clean. Okay, we'll take that with a little pistol fish. But yeah, that's shiny number 15. I'll see you guys with shiny number 16, which will be in Lost Cave. Hopefully it's a Murkrow Mischievous. Oh, nay. Oh my, okay, that's actually kind of a funny timing together because I literally just started like episode 1 of season 2 of Fringe. It's a bat, unfortunately, but I'll just have to take it. I'm gonna have to ask Shadow for a name for this one later. Well, no quest is really over without a bat, isn't it? You know, if anything, out of all the bats I found, at least this one will have a matching ball for it. Easy as that. So it is my friend Viders that's supposed to be naming this thing. Unfortunately, he only had a name for either Murkrow or Mischievous. So I have sent him the picture of this, but he will not be able to give a name for this thing until he wakes up, because I got this at like 3 AM, so... Unfortunately, but hey, at least it's a bat, so I'm done with this area pretty quickly. And here we got a little baby. I have gotten enough of these in Generation 3, but... at least this is the only area in the game where I could get Zubat now, so I'm not gonna have to worry about seeing it again. It's timid, which... I mean, that works for if I were to breed one, but... it'd be what it be. Regular Haunter for comparison. I would have loved to find one of these, by the way. Unfortunate. And shiny Zubat. You already seen me get 2 of these in the last map quest, and I've also found several Zubats and Goldbats in previous hunts, so this is nothing new. But yeah, at least I won't be able to see it anywhere else, so... But hey, that's shiny number 16, so I'll see you guys for shiny number 17. We're basically halfway done with the quest now, so until then. Ay. I just finished editing some TCG cards for something. That looked different. Hey, sweet, nice and easy. While it is unfortunate it's the flying pest of the Sevii Islands, I do actually have a pretty cool name for it. The name is given to me by Shining Simbali, also known as Adam. The name that he gave me for the Firo line specifically was Onidrill, which I think is a Japanese name. So, what's thinking about that? Hello once again, silly little bird. Your nature is gentle this time. I have better nature birds. We got a regular Firo for comparison, absolutely perfect. And shiny Firo. For the record, you're likely not done seeing these because 6 and 7 Island has a lot of these. But yeah, that's shiny number 17. Now we are officially over the halfway point, so I'll see you in Ruin Valley. Now, why on earth would I make a pit stop right here? Ruin Valley isn't exactly that special encounter-wise aside from the awesome Yanma. Well, it's here because there's somewhat of a turning point here regarding the things I catch. Nei, helvete! Det var dette alvor hvor lett det skulle være å få det forbanna fuglene, da. I'm very clearly not happy with this. I was tired of seeing these birds, and with the cool things here, I wanted to find literally anything else. You won't miss this bird, I sure as hell won't miss this bird, so I just kept my encounters going while keeping separate counters saved in my documents so I keep proper track of my averages. I found another bird. Yeah, that 39 shiny count is hopefully starting to make more sense now. I ended up finding something I already owned, but at least it was different. Oh! I only heard the sparkles. I was actually going through my binder. I guess I'll... I mean... That is certainly a Meowth. I didn't really want it, but hey. It's the first thing I found in this area. For sure, the first thing I found. It definitely is not the second or third. It definitely is the first. It's an easy catch, it's a Meowth after all, so hey. This area was claimed by my friend Jerpski, also known as Logan. And he had several names set for each of the evolutionary lines I could possibly get here. For the Meowth line, he had set up... I don't know if this is Cadillac or Cadillac. I don't know whichever way he wants to pronounce it, but... I don't even know what it is, but... this is the way it's spelled, so I guess that's that. Now I got the baby kitty. This is gonna go well when with the version I got, but I basically already have the line complete in this game, so it be what it be. But hey, this thing is a gentle nature. It's a whatever nature, but hey, it's not gonna be using it anyways. We got a regular Fear for comparison. Thank God I didn't get another one of these birds. And shiny Meowth. Always a pleasant one because I am a Meowth enjoyer, so I honestly will just take it. But yeah, I forget what number map quest this is. Is this 18? Or 19? It's been a bit. Anyways, I'll see you at the next area. At the end of the Kanto quest, I mentioned that I'd likely be streaming the hunts over on YouTube and Twitch every now and then. I did, and I still wish I streamed a little bit more than I did, but I was able to do something I was hoping for this time around, finding a shiny on stream. And it was something cool to boot. It was the only one I found on stream, but it's better than nothing. Now just some more Harry Potter. I cannot get any other trainer from that set as a 2-star other than Red. I got 3 of them. I've yet to get any of the other 3 on my main attack. That's a shiny Spinarak. Guys, that's a shiny Spinarak. Hey fellas, we got the stream shiny. Hey yo, look at this. I was really hoping we'd actually get the stream shiny at some point. Look at that. Oh, finally, I actually got Jodamon again because it's been a bit. Oh, that is beautiful. I get to have the complete line of this. 1, 2, 3. Cutting! Easy as that, because this thing has a very easy catch rate to begin with. The person that gets the nickname Spinarak, or like anything found in Pattern Bush, is someone you might recognize. I know him as Adam, you know him as MI678TV, also known as the Natu guy. So, the name that he gave me for this, for anything I found in this place, was going to be Quank. There you go, little girly. Insomnia? Poor thing. You can never sleep? Actually, that's most spiders, actually. Actually, yeah, do people in the chat have any nature guesses? Perfect, okay. So, the nature guesses I got from the stream so far, my guess is always calm, but we have Juniper Gator, who guesses modest, Gustin13 who guesses sassy, Shining Savali who guesses quirky, and Japhosaurus who guesses quirky as well. The nature is bold. Not a good nature at all. So we get a regular Heracross, that thing is going to kill me, and shiny Spinarak. That is a tiny ass sprite. It's so cute though. Look at her. But yeah, that's his map quest shiny number 19. So next up will be Green Path for shiny number 20, so until then. Then you'll be able to enjoy this. Actually, better yet, you play Mario and Luigi, you'll enjoy this. Shiny Remoraid!
What did they choose?
And Easy Catcher. So the nickname is given by Yusefalon, my friend Yusef. I haven't gotten the name yet, so I'm gonna have to get back to him with this one, but for the time being you see it just show up in editing. And here we got our second Remoraid, so one of these are eventually gonna evolve into an Octillery. I'll just have to like see it. It's most likely gonna be this one. So would you have a good nature for it? Quiet! Yeah, you do! Sweet!
Speaking of, huh?
Yep, so we got the regular Krabby for comparison, and here is my second gen Remoraid, which I am very happy about. It just, from now on, I just don't want any more of these. But yeah, this is shiny number 20. I'll see you with not 21, because there's gonna be a skip coming up, so... But yeah, well, actually you'll see the 21st one next, but still. I am not hunting the 21st one next, but yeah, until then. Shiny Horsey! Okay, I was actually getting ready to open up my card binder so I could take a look at some stuff. Let me press A here real quick just to get that done. Easy catch as always. Horsey has thankfully never been a problem. The lovely person that gets the nickname this Horsey is someone who doesn't really know Pokemon well, but it's still a very dear friend of mine. It's Teal Bones. Another fellow artist friend of mine. And the name that they had set for anything that was not Krabby or Quillfish was going to be Jero. Here's my Horsey. It's my second one in Generation 3, so depending on the nature if I'll evolve into Seadra or not. I already have a Kingdra, so... your nature is Jolly. You're probably going to stay a Horsey, because that's not that good for you. You get a regular Horsey for comparison. And a shiny Horsey. It's nice seeing this again. I do really wish that it was Quillfish, and I don't get another shot at getting Quillfish throughout the rest of the quest, but it be what it be. And this is also, well, it's Mapco Shiny number 22 for me, but the 21st that you'll see, because I got the Shiny while in the UK, so that's something that's like a little bit later. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you with Mapco Shiny number 22/23, so I'll see you then. Here's another little fun fact that most people aren't aware about. The only non-Gen 1 and non-form Pokemon in Fire and Leaf Green to get a different sprite compared to the one used in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire is Teddiursa. Which one do you prefer? I think the one in Fire and Leaf Green due to how remote of a sprite it is. I'm bringing this up because the next area is called Altering Cave. This area is actually kind of infamous for being a location meant for an unused event, not just for these games, but for Pokemon Emerald as well. What was meant to happen is that a mystery gift would be distributed at Wonder Spot kiosks around the world. These kiosks would change what Pokemon appeared in this cave. The list of Pokemon are Mareep, Aipom, Pineco, Shuckle, Teddiursa, Houndour, Standler, and Smeargle. Does this list of Pokemon sound familiar? That's probably because they were all added to Pokemon Emerald's post-game, mostly like a safety measure to make sure they'd be available in some form. Normally without this event, all you'll ever find in this cave are Zubats, and nothing else. Since I had the power to edit my save files thanks to the GB operator, I decided I'd do the fun thing and change my encounters to 2 of the 8 event Pokemon, having 1 on each game. I said I would exclude event areas earlier for the availability reasons, but I gave this a pass since the actual cave is freely available no matter what. And I doubt anyone would want to see yet another Zubat. I ultimately decided on Houndour and Shuckle because the others I could hunt more easily in Emerald if I really wanted them. You never know though, there's always chances I'll be back here. It's a pretty cool area. Shiny Houndour, what?!
Scared the shit out of me.
I scared the shit out of myself. I looked up. I was putting my cards back in the binder after taking a picture for Rugen. That was 77 on the game.
Good job.
I hunted this for not even 20 minutes. Easy catch. I did have to make doubly sure that this thing did not have roar, but it doesn't get it until level 19, so that was perfectly fine. As I technically already mentioned, the person that gets to nickname this thing is Gustin13. He was really hoping for Shuckle. He's a Shuckle kind of guy, so it's unfortunate that it was Houndour, but I'll have to ask him for a name for this one, because he only had a name for Shuckle, which wasn't really that appropriate anyway, so... well, I'll get a name for this thing, and you'll see it here, so... yeah, name later. Here's the Houndour, Flash Fire for the ability, have to remember that whenever I added in. And the nature for him is... mild. That's actually pretty decent for it, with both Dark and Fire being special in this game. So we got a regular Houndour for comparison, there's only Houndour in the cave. And Shiny Houndour. The only legal way of normally getting this thing in this game, or in this generation, is through either breeding it or through Safari Zone, so... having one in the Great Ball is kinda cool, but it's semi-legitimate for the obvious reasons, but... hey, that's Map Quest Shiny number 22 for y'all, I think. Yeah, it should be the Map Quest number 22 that you see. But yeah, I'll be on to... I'm on to fishing already again. I'll see you then! Yeah, re-releasing it would essentially just be for the sake of, well, the nostalgia factor. I would love a new Shadow game so bad, but I just don't think they ever will. Shiny Gyarados!
Already?
Thank God I'm done with the fishing hunts! I don't even give a shit that it's Gyarados. Oh, I react. That's the happiest I've ever been to see a Gyarados. I'm not even mad. That's actually so funny. I don't like fishing hunts in this game, so I'm happy to like... even if it's yet another Gyarados, I really do not care. And the person nicknaming this lovely elongated worm is unfortunately not responding yet. I sent Elite 4W, Derek, or is it Elite 4 Walker still? I forget which one. Anyways, Derek, I sent him the pictures of it, and he hasn't responded to it yet because it took me, what, an hour and a half to get this? So, yeah, whatever he decides to name Gyarados, you see it here. So, it's kind of funny that in this part of the map quest, I both start and ended with a Gyarados from like whenever I pick it back up again. Hello, you elongated worm. You are careful. That's not the worst for it. It doesn't necessarily want to use much of its water stab, but we get a regular 4% Kingler for comparison, and here is yet another shiny Gyarados. I forget how many of the line I have total in Generation 3 now. I do have quite a bit, but... actually, yeah, I have 2 Magikarp and 3 Gyarados, actually. But yeah, that's the last fishing hunt, so everything else is going to be very smooth sailing from now on, so... yeah, until the next map was shiny. You can see the percentages of Fearow in this area, right? I know I'm not crazy, but it sure felt like it was way more than 20%. Shiny Fearow! Okay.
Oh, I have to give it in for Fearow now.
Yeah, I looked up and I saw like, wait, why is it taking
His
slower
name
than
will
22?
be Francois.
Do I run and pretend I never found it?
Sure.
Bye.
I'll allow it.
2024.
Like, I know that Astrobot was good, but like,
Oh,
nobody
I
was
heard
like...
a shiny, I heard a shiny. What did I find? Oh, come on.
For the shiny.
Get fucked.
Hey, Clusty, permission to run away.
I mean, you can also just casually quote Gustav and kill it later.
I'll take that as a run away.
You can run away.
Oh! I'm eating breakfast! Hold on, give me a... Okay, I need a second to prepare. I'm happy to leave canyon entrance to something I like, so, but yeah, I need a moment. This area has it pretty common, and this was my last chance of getting this thing, and I am very happy I got it after not that long. 13k is not that bad, realistically, double hunting. And, yeah, it really wasn't that bad. If it weren't for the fact I found 3 Fearow! Anyways, that's an easy catch. Thank you. And the person nicknaming this is actually a person that's been with me for like 2 of the 3 Fearows I found, so... it's Sleepy Kamala, also my friend Clusty. Clusty, so sorry. Yeah, so Clusty wanted me to name any center that found Cinnamon. This is gonna be such a baby. I cannot wait to evolve this thing and see how fur it looks in Gen 3. Because I've been wanting to hunt this thing for a while. We've already seen how much pain Lucy went for trying to get hers. The nature of this thing is calm. It's my nature. Not good for it, but I'll take my nature. I'll take one that's my nature any day. We got a regular meow for kind of comparison. And shiny Sentret. It's not that different in Generation 3 compared to what it does later, but it's mostly because of the colors of the normal one, so... But yeah, that's Mapco Shiny number 24 for you, and I'll see you with Mapco Shiny number 25 when I go deeper into the canyon. This is actually the last time this happens, thank God! Spearow and Fearow are becoming the Pidgey of the Sevii Islands. I'm standing up, about to go. I'm not gonna catch that. Shiny Cubone! Oh, hello! I'm not used to actually reacting like that when I'm not in call, actually, but I'm very happy about Cubone! I'm very, very happy about Cubone, because that's one of the things I wanted the most here. Honestly, the best part about this entire thing is that it's not another Fearow. I'm finally free from Fearow hell. No ball more fitting than a nest ball for this thing. I'm actually very happy about that. I've been wanting a Cubone in Gen 3 for so long. The nickname provided for this area in Sevault Canyon is given to me by Crash and Cortex, aka Nutlord, aka my friend Lewis. So he has hunted in this area many years, like many years ago as well. And he certainly had a crash out here, so the name that he wanted to whatever I found here was going to be Crash Out. So it's very fitting considering the person. Cubone! Love to see it. I actually really like the name for it too. Thank you so much for the name, Lewis. And the nature is gentle. That's one of those male natures, but it's whatever. I'll take it. Oh wow, we have a regular 5% Larvitar for comparison. And shiny cute. That's a cute sprite. What? I don't see this back sprite ever. That's a pleasant surprise. Hello. Okay, well, that's MapQuest Shiny number 20... Wait, 25? 26? I forget. Let me take... Okay, it's your MapQuest Shiny number 25, but for me it's 26, but yeah, that's that. I'll see you in Tanoby Ruins. You know this next hunt is bad if I was considering fishing for a likely dupe again. Tanoby Ruins, a very special location containing a group of ruins which I'll talk more about very soon. The actual ocean area is unique in that in leaf green only, you can find Mantine 5% of the time, with the rest being Tentacruel. This means that Fire Red has exclusively Tentacruel here, so I opted to do a first for this quest, what we call a repel trick. This is a common trick done by shinyhunters, but just in case you don't know what it is, a repel trick is when you manipulate the encounter rate of certain Pokemon based on their levels. A repel prevents you from encountering Pokemon under the level of your lead Pokemon, but if you have a Pokemon that's exactly the level of the highest level Pokemon in the area, or maybe even a level or two below, it will still make the higher level Pokemon appear, while the lower level Pokemon with different percentages may stop appearing altogether. All of this does lower the overall chance of getting into battles, so some tricks are on the slower end. Underflow SH made a fantastic encounter calculator to help figure out the percentages with each repel trick of each area up to Generation 7. This tool is a full-out hunter's holy grail, and thanks to it, we can see that a level 36 repel trick in Leaf Green's Tanoby Ruins makes it 50-50 between Mantine and Tentacruel, with an unfortunately low overall encounter rate. This encounter speed is partially why this hunt ended up taking as long as it did time-wise. I ended up making a single hunting layout since there really was no point for me to do this in Fire Red just for another Tentacruel. I'll take whichever Pokemon I find here, but Mantine in Gen 3 is such a rarity that it'd be amazing to be one of the few to own one. It's only unfortunate that since I was hunting this on my GPU operator, I had sound going through in the hunting layout, but not when I switched to the main single layout. So while the original audio during the capture was lost, I hope I recreated it well enough. Oh, hold on. I just wanna say, thank fuck I didn't get Tentacruel after all that time. Oh my god, that is blue. Oh, that's a shiny Mantine. Oh, I need to, hold on, I've been hunting Swallow on the side. I need to put that up. Oh my god. It has been so long since the last map got shiny. I don't remember when I got Cubone. There was like Legends ZA in between all of this. And, Phase Hoenn started. I've been doing Swallow for that sake. This is all done single hunted, which is why this is probably one of the worst hunts I've ever done. To look at the movesets, I know for a fact everything was set. This thing does carry takedown, so I had to be a little bit careful. It's a damn good thing that this thing's physical attack is atrocious. Okay, that took a couple of balls. The die ball is the only fitting ball for this thing, and this thing actually took a bit to catch, so I actually got some time to calm down. This area is yet another claimed one, and the name given to me this time, it was for either this or a Tentacruel. Thankfully, it was the right coin flip. The preferred gender for it too, actually, which is nice for me. This thing's name is provided by my lovely friend Jay, also known as, well, Jay Dead. The name that she wanted me to give Mantine was going to be Kite. Guess who has to re-record this because they realized that the audio was not going through with this, because I have never used Epilogue on this side of this thing, so I had to make an actual separate audio source for this thing, but at least I got this. I've already seen the nature for this thing. I know it's a serious nature. It's kind of it's a neutral nature, so it's all fine, but still, it's a shiny Mantine, so I'm content with whatever nature. It could have been adamant for all I cared. Here we have a regular Tentacruel, not quite for comparison, and a shiny Mantine. It's been it's actually been a little bit since I got this now, because I did showcase this thing already technically, but that is still so unreal to see, because this thing is so hard to hunt in this game, or in Generation 3 overall, because it really is just either this game, Fallout X, or Colosseum. But yeah, this is probably one of the worst hunts I've ever done. It's been months since I gotten anything on this map quest, and I would like to try to finish this before the end of the year, because it is currently December 3rd. So I have 6 more shinies to find. So, but yeah, 6 more Mapco shinies. This is technically Mapco shiny number 27 that you'll see, so with that, I'll see you later. I mentioned that Tanoby Ruins was home to special ruins. These ruins are the actual only place to get all 28 different forms of Unown in all of Generation 3. But they won't just show up here. Like in Gold and Silver, you have to complete a sliding puzzle to make them show up, though it's a strength sliding puzzle this time around. The cave of the puzzle is located in Sevault Canyon. As for the actual Unown you can find, they really are special, but in a peculiar way. A lot of people nowadays know that Unown's forms back in Gen 2 were determined based on their DVs. It all comes down to their PIDs now, but it causes a funny quirk, specifically when it comes to shiny hunting them in this game. Because it's PID based, it also means certain PIDs have to be forced for the specific form of Unown to show up at the right percentages in the respective ruins. Since shininess is also determined by a combination of your trainer ID, seeker ID, and the Pokemon's PID, it means that different forms of Unown have different odds of being shiny. This is technically the only method hunt you can do in Gen 3 if you know what your Unown odds are, and you can figure that out. Using this calculator I'll link in the description, if you have ways of finding a trainer and secret ID, you can see what group of odds you will have for each Unown. These can be as good as 1 in 5,000 or as bad as 1 in 18,000. I do have ways of finding my IDs, so I know both of my games coincidentally are in group 0. So starting now, I'll also have the odds for each Unown included on the layout. I need to hunt in all 7 of the chambers for the Met locations, so it's time to get through the remaining areas and close this chapter off. I figured that looked different. And I also had a feeling I was gonna get that pretty early too, considering the odds. That is my second shiny Unown, technically. It's not gonna be the first one that shows. Well, no, actually, no, it is the first one that's showing, actually. This was realistically gonna be the easiest Unown for me to hunt throughout all of these, which is why I wanted to tackle it first. Also, easy capture. Starting out the showcase with Unown A of all of them. The name that is given to me by this thing. The person naming this thing is my friend Honage. He wanted me to name this thing, because like, it was almost certain I was going to get Unown A, with the 1% being the question mark. He wanted me to name this thing Antonio. Here he is. I forget what the name... No, actually, I did look this up. I wanted to make sure I was using different balls for these, because I don't want all of them in dye balls, but the first Unown I found was Modest. This one is Sassy. Nowhere near as good, because I don't think you'll ever get any better nature than Modest for this thing, but I'll take Assassination for this thing. Showcasing all of these Unown is gonna get so redundant, I swear to God. Anyways, we got a regular Unown A, and shiny Unown A. I forget which chamber is next, but I just know that, for your sake, there's 6 left. This is the actual map quest, shiny number 27, that you'll be able to see, but I'll see you with map quest shiny number 28, whichever chamber that happens to be. I figured that looked different. It's just like when I got Unown A, huh? I just started watching Absol's video on shiny hunting every Absol. Man, I literally just posted a hunt update too. Come on. That is a lot greener than I remember it being in this game, Jesus. But still, that's 3 Unowns in separate balls, so we'll take it. Unown number 2 is going to be nicknamed by my friend Queen Legator. And the name that she has set up for Unown C in particular was going to be Calistia, or Celestia. I do not know how... I have no idea if it's Calistia or Celestia. It might be Celestia, well, considering that's how usually you say things like this, but I don't know, man. Right by my other Unown, this one, well, they're always gonna have a levitate. The nature for this time is lonely. Poor thing. We got a regular Unown for comparison. And here is a shiny Unown C. That is taking up a lot of space, actually. I didn't think it was gonna be that big. But yeah, that is, well, it's my 3rd Unown, but it is the 2nd Unown for the quest, so 5 more to go. I'll see you with whatever chamber I go next. I'm not actually sure which one it is, but it might be Rixie, but we'll see. Oh! I was just getting up so I could start updating a document. Okay. That's a shiny Unown. It's my... well, yeah, that is Unown number 3 for the quest. Technically my 4th one, because the next one is actually my 1st one, but... hey! I actually got the letter I wanted too. That's pretty cool! Premiere ball for this one. Hopefully it's gonna stay. I really want to see if I can get all of them in 7 different balls as I go, and, well, so far, so good. So the person that is supposed to nickname this thing, my friend Kyronaut, he is not awake right now, so whatever name he decided to give Unown N, you will see it right here. So yeah, until then, this thing is gonna be renamed nameless. Here is yet another lovely Unown. I'm really curious to see what Vin's gonna name this thing. This thing's nature is sassy. I don't remember if any of my other Unowns were that. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, my Unown A was sassy actually. Okay, well that's pretty neat. We got a regular Unown S for comparison, and shiny Unown. That backsprite looks pretty good with that actually. It is a backwards end, but yeah, like a fun thing about this, and well, spoiler alert for the next Unown technically. It's coincidental that's even in the order, but like, I got Unown A, C, N, and the next one is L, so I can spell Animal Crossing New Leaf, the best Animal Crossing game. Anyways, I'll see you with, well, that Unown, so until then. This is that cutoff point I was talking about with the second Remoraid. I was visiting the UK at the time. I wanted to get my close friend Itchy's claimed area target done while in his house, so I technically hunted this way earlier. Huge change in audio quality because I was not familiar with this setup. Shiny Unown! Hey, Itchy! Itchy! Itchy's unfortunately not able to be with me right now because he is a little bit sick. Well, everything is a little bit different right now because I am actually in the UK, which is why I was trying to get him. But yes, that's a shiny Unown L. That's my first one of the Unowns, technically. It's not gonna be the first one you see in the recording, but like, still, I like this thing. That's Unown L. That's a 1 in 18,000 shiny Unown. I didn't think that was gonna be one of the first ones I found, after such a short number too, like. Easy catch. That is great. I was not expecting to get that as my first Unown, but that's awesome. So I was trying to actually get a hold of Itchy for this one, because he is the one that actually gets to nickname this thing. He decided that the name for this thing is going to be Lime. For the record, I thought he meant lime as the fruit, not the disease. This is a reference to the fact that I'm the one who got him sick. I really hope the audio works for this, because my setup right now, I did it in a pretty scuffed way, because I'm only going to be recording one shiny with this setup here in the UK, so. But yeah, British shiny Unown. Okay, so this is Lime, the shiny Unown L. It's my first Unown in Gen 3, and it's going to be the first out of, I think, 7. So it's modest, which is fantastic for it. We'll take it. I have no idea what kind of hidden power this thing's gonna have, so I'll have to figure that out. We got a regular Unown R, which would have... No, that's Unown P, actually. Oh, wait. No, it's R. It's R. It's R. It would have been a lot easier to get, actually. And shiny Unown L. That is really, really nice. But yeah, that's Mapcore shiny number. I do not know when I would actually get this in the sequence, so I cannot actually say the number, but this should be my 21st that I've actually found. 21st or 22nd, one of the two. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you with the next one then. Until then. I knew that looked different! I'm messing with my card collection here. But yeah, I knew that was different. I actually saw that. That is an Unown G. Huh, OG. I wonder if I'm gonna have the name U, actually. I just gotta mention, at the time of finding this thing, I've also been hunting Swallow in Black and White 2 for the Phase 1 event. That thing is at 36,000, so I'm glad that at least getting something in these games while that hunt is starting to go very overall at that point. I think G can go into a luxury ball. It's like the last ball that actually kind of fits, so like... I don't actually have the name for this thing just yet, but the person that is supposed to be naming this thing, once they get back to me, it's meant to be our residential Gen 5 hunter, Ginger Ninja 679, so whatever name they choose, it will be right here. Here is another one. We are really close to being finished up. this one's nature is lonely. I feel like I got a lonely unknown already too, actually. I most likely did. Let me double check that. Yeah, it was lonely there too. I got a sassy and a lonely unknown on each of the games, actually. We got a regular unknown Y. And shiny unknown G. Actually, I forget the rarity for this thing. Okay, yeah, this thing was 25%, but the actual unknown ratio for this thing was 1 in 9,000, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're only 2 unknowns left, and the next one's probably gonna be the hardest one to get, because it's I think it's like very common for like the 1 in 18,000 ones, so I'll see you with the second to last one then. Oh! Okay, I was slouching so bad on my chair, I need to get up. That is an unknown V. Okay, it is 8,750, but it is still basically half odds considering the chance of getting this. So that's pretty cool. I think it's about time we use one of my favorite Pokeballs for this thing. This is at least the favorite Pokeball I can use in this game. Unfortunately, we cannot use level balls yet. So here in the Rixie Chamber, this is the area I get to nickname something. I had to wait until the second to last thing to finally get to do that. But I recently finished Octopath Traveler, and I was actually hoping for V, because there actually is one of the travelers who starts with a letter V. So, considering you have to be pretty steadfast to be able to do a hunt with 1 in 18,000 odds, even if it is fast, I think it fits pretty nicely that his name is going to be Viator. Here we have my 6th one. I am actually swimming in these. There's a solid chance I'm probably gonna go back to these ruins so I can try to get more letters at a later point, but for now, this thing's nature is adamant. That also kind of fits Viator, so that's, honestly, I'll gladly take it. So we got a shiny unknown W, and shiny unknown V. Very nice, very nice. I don't have to worry about 1 in 18,000 odds for the last one, thankfully. But, as said, there's only one left, so I'll see you with the last one then. Already? I just finished editing my document. I'm done with the map quest! I got Swallow tonight! Cause that was like over 40,000 hunts, and now I wasn't expecting it to end so anticlimactic. I had to filter on my microphone because I was eating chips. Hopefully that's not gonna ruin the reaction. Part of me was honestly considering that Master Balling this thing, considering it is the very last shiny for the whole thing, but I feel like it's also kind of poetic if I just were to go for a regular Pokeball, so I think I'm gonna do that. I don't really use them much anymore since I'm now in the post-game, so yeah, it's a nice little return to form. And the final person to get to nickname a shiny on this run is my good friend Trenios. So, he decided for this thing that since it's on Z, and considering I can only zoom like right next to it in the picture I sent him, there's also an exclamation mark, which always looks bothered. This thing is going to be called Sleepy. And here is the last unknown. It's really wild to know that I've actually been able to finish the map quest. Like, it took me longer to finish this one than the first one, granted, but when I actually got down to like fully sit down to it, I could have finished it so much sooner. But now I have a lot of cool unknowns, which is pretty nice. The nature for this unknown is lonely. I think that's the 3rd lonely unknown I got. I keep getting the same natures for them. Like, I don't understand. Is that like a thing? So we got a regular unknown Z, or Z, whichever you prefer. And shiny unknown Z/Z. Okay, map quest is complete. A second time, kinda. Now I've actually gotten a shiny in every area in Fire Red Leaf Green, period. So, I'll meet you with the recap. I was already extremely content with finishing off Kanto last time, knowing I had shinies in areas people basically never visit. But now, while I can't say it's for certain, it's a very likely chance I'm the only person right now that actually owns a shiny with every possible natural med location in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Roughly 550 hours were spent totaling up to 240,000 Pokemon seen. Fire Red ended up beating Leaf Green's total again. And combining this with Kanto, we have roughly 1,350 hours and almost 615,000 Pokemon. I genuinely don't think I'll ever have as big of a challenge as this again. Will I do more map quests? Absolutely in due time. The responses I got from the last one helped solidify the fact that I'm not the only one looking for these huge challenges in older games. It felt nothing short of astounding to help bring an old format of a renewed quest back. And to see people starting their own journeys to complete their own. That's the kind of content I live for. As an added extra, my Gen 3 shiny collections got a nice boost to its total. Not thanks to any perks I found, but the eventual dream of a Gen 3 shiny living dex just might be closer to reality than I think. I would like to reiterate that I still don't recommend a map quest in these games. Pidgey and Spearow are unfortunately going to be abundant. I really just wanted to show everything else you can find here because there are bangers here. Now I can finally put this whole quest behind me and fully commit to my older... Oh, come on!